let's do Wombat's fortnightly news.
Sure.
Did you see this big news? I put this on there for you.
The Shohei Ohtani. I was just going to mention that his character model is pretty good in Fortnite. So
we own it.
oh, did you get it?
You got
Nice.
it already?
That Dashel is on top of this stuff. Like I don't have to tell him about this. He knows what he likes, and he's got V-Bucks in the account. So.
He likes Ohtani.
Sure.
Wow.
Who doesn't like Ohtani?
Did he get the Dodgers uniform one, or did he get the samurai one?
I don't know. I didn't dig into what he bought. He just let me know that he probably bought it all. Is my guess.
It's pretty
that's
good.
A lot of that's a lot of V-Bucks.
Pretty good, like that Ohtani can do that, like cross over to this fucking random video game. I mean, not random,
100%.
but
Yeah, I think he's the first character in Fortnite in like an actual baseball uniform. Like he wears his actual Dodgers uniform. A lot of they've done like Mahomes before, but he doesn't wear a Kansas City Chiefs uniform.
Well, that's because they sell those separately.
They do sell the football uniform separately. They sell basketball ones too. I think there's like a version of basketball, but I don't think it's quite. I don't think it's quite the same thing. It's not like the football ones.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing people in NBA jerseys running around.
I've seen an NBA. There is an NBA. It's not what you want it to be. That's how I would describe it. But there is something NBA related. There are NBA skins in uniforms, according to Darkness in the chat. There are NBA skins in uniforms.
I've never run into one, but I believe it. But
yeah, I don't think I don't think Shaq is in his uniform.
No, Shaq isn't in any.
He's not in his uniform. I feel like so.
He's in his steel costume.
But that's like a deal on top of a deal that Fortnite needs to make to get the baseball uniform and the player, and like it's a whole thing. Right. Anyway, good for them. Nice. I bought some henchman skins. That's what I got.
Ohtani has henchmen? Is that the guy that was doing all the betting?
The gambler. Ship, did you watch that video of White Mamba playing the Messiah in the New York?
I did not. You sent it to me. I have not watched it yet.
You're supposed to comment.
Worth it?
I mean, I don't really know that much about basketball, so I was curious about your take.
Oh, okay. I'll watch it and weigh in for you.
But like the background.
Yeah. You're like, oh, this is basketball.
It's mostly two guys like running into each other.
Right.
And like elbowing each other. And one of them is much larger than the other. And the other guy's not used to being on the receiving end of that. And he's like, whoa. It's like, this is how the pros do it. This is how the giant pros beat on each other. What else we have in Wombat's Fortnightly news? Pick any of these that you like. Anyone. Pick anything. Chip, you going to get the Atari smartwatch?
I looked at it.
I looked at it too.
$80, right?
Not bad for $80. I looked at it and went like, I don't need this because I have.
Well, that's for sure.
That's the like if you're an Apple Watch wearer, which I am,
and I am,
and I am.
Yeah. So like at that point, you're kind of out of the watch market. I believe. Like
you can only wear one. Yeah.
Right. Like I'm not really like swapping out my smartwatches because that defeats the point of having the smartwatch.
Also, I think there's a difference in, when we calling both of these things a smartwatch might be a little generous.
Yeah. I mean, it does like step tracking. Like it's got like pedometer type stuff on heart. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It does play Centipede, right?
It does. And that's the value.
Right. It's going to be a really good experience, I would think.
It's a fun Atari themed watch.
No, it is. Like I generally am like, oh, the $80, that's not so bad.
I want to look at it right now.
And I also like, because I was even like,
I thought about
do
it.
I buy this for like Dashel doesn't have an Apple Watch. Like maybe this is, and I'm like, nope, I'd rather just buy him an Apple Watch.
Right. Does Dashel need to be playing Pong?
He does not, but like.
It's only those 4 games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was only 3 games.
Pong, Super Breakout, Centipede, Missile Command.
Okay. Right. I know what games are on this.
Oh, yes. The bands are interesting. Looking.
No, yeah. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's super nerdy. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I would say. Like I like
I don't want it.
that it exists.
Yeah,
I
I like that it
also-
exists, but I don't want it.
Correct, because you have an Apple Watch.
Right. I
Yeah.
do want
Is the
these
main
shadow
reason, like-
shadow box art though. That I want.
Right. Like I see a
Shadowbox
lot
art
of
is very
watches that I'm
nice.
like, oh, maybe I'd be interested in that watch. Then I'm like, what am I going to do? Wear 2 watches? Because this Apple Watch isn't coming off my wrist.
Right.
Like,
you could. You got 2 arms.
Yeah.
I
usually
could.
go-
Like, that's what's
yeah.
gone through my head. Right. Like, because I have like a nice, like, just normal watch too that just like sits in a drawer upstairs because I'm like, what? Like, am I
Could you
supposed
be
to like
the one
wear
to break
both
the
of these?
stigmas? You should break the stigmas of wearing 2 watches at once on different
Like,
arms.
right.
Finally,
I
there's
could.
a
Wasn't
reason.
that like an 80s thing wearing 2 watches?
I think you wore them on the same
Yeah,
wrist,
on
though.
the same wrist. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think if I'm Atari, that's my advertising angle. Like, because you're not giving up your Apple Watch.
Right.
So it's like,
they're going like, well, surely there's people out here that just want to have like a whole bunch of watches on their arm.
yeah.
Just like an entire sleeve.
They should come up with
of
more
smart
watches that
watches.
play. Each watch plays 4 games, so then they can have like 5 of them, and you just
Smart
wear them
idea.
all like this.
Right.
What are you buying? What are you selling? These watches on my arm. What else we got here? Oh, speaking of Tesla, I thought this was fun. Our good friend Tim Sweeney from Epic Games. Elon was tweeting something about like how the fucking liberals are protesting Tesla, and it's fucking Warren Buffett. It's like Warren Buffett is paying people to protest Tesla.
I thought it was Soros.
Oh,
Wasn't it
Soros.
Soros?
Well, probably both of them. I don't know. And whatever. It's like liberals are paying people to set my Teslas on fire is basically what Elon tweeted. And fucking Tim Sweeney is like replying like, oh, so true. Like, it's just so gross to fucking watch these dudes like gobble each other's cocks. It's really, and then like, you know, these lobbyists, these companies spending money on lobbying, it's really like despicable. And then you look up like how much money
They
fucking
spent
yeah,
on lobbying. Yeah.
exactly. And it's just like fuck you. Just maybe don't tweet anything, or like look in the mirror when you're tweeting and maybe think like, does this like make any sense? Like coming from me as a human being on this planet with $1 billion and running a gigantic $1 billion company.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
what a
Mhm.
dick.
Yes, they're all bad people. We get it.
I bought the new book that's about Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg about how he's a bad person.
Yeah, I don't need a book to tell me that.
I know, but I want to read. I want the details, like on my Kindle, and I bought it on my Kindle, but I gotta find my Kindle. Like I found
That's
this.
how they get you.
I know, right? I should have looked for the Kindle first and then bought it. But what are you gonna do? I like reading on the Kindle because then I don't need to wear glasses, and I don't want to try not to wear the glasses.
There were like the Kindle tab, or I guess it was just Amazon Fire tablets. But those have Kindle stuff on them, right?
No,
I
you
saw
don't
those were
want
like
that.
they were like $12 on clearance at my Target.
You don't want that. You just want the Kindle. Kindle's where it's at for
That's-
the reading
that's-
experience.
I could totally see those being on sale for $12.
They're
They
worth.
were.
Yeah, that's what they're
They
worth.
they were literally like $12.
I bought one
That's
for
really fun.
$50 once, and it was like I got ripped off.
Mhm.
$12, I'd be like, I don't know, is this thing even working?
I mean, I used my Kindle every now and again. I get no,
Kindle's
that wouldn't
good.
work.
Fire.
Yeah,
like,
Kindle
That's
Kindle
what
is
I mean.
good.
The Fire.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
I guess if you're reading comics, you need like the Fire because it's color. But
maybe.
if you're reading books, you just
I
rather have
mean,
the lighter one.
I use Marvel Unlimited on my phone, and it's fine though. I read comics that way.
Yeah.
Sabrina and I are reading things together. It's kind of fun. I recommend that.
On your
Yes.
phone, you both like sharing the phone, looking at it.
No, on our individual
Oh.
phones, and then we
Like-
talk about the things we're reading together, and it's kind of fun.
That's nice.
It is nice. It's wholesome. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, bring you down.
I just tell my son to clean his room, and he says yes, and then he doesn't do it.
That sounds about right.
That's our relationship.
That's 90% of my 90%. The only thing we have is reading comics together.
Right.
Don't be fooled.
I tried to get Ty into my hobbies, but he's uninterested.
I tried to get Sabrina to read comics for how old is she? She's 16. about 16 years of like, hey, maybe you should just. And then I canceled Marvel Unlimited, and I didn't cancel, it just lapsed, and I didn't renew it for like 6-7 months. And then she asked me one day, she goes, "How do I read comics?" I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Right. She just, as soon as it's gone, she wants it.
As soon as it was gone, she's like, "How do I read comics?" I'm like, "You're kidding." So whatever. Of course, I
Yeah,
renewed
so you
immediately.
did a terrible job. Like all my kids, I've properly got them into all the right
They're
stuff.
not teenagers. They don't count. They're not even real people yet.
Still
My daughter's
processing.
almost, she beat, since the last show, she beat Portal, and she's almost done with Portal 2.
Nice.
Nice.
And it is a shame that they do not, there's
Like-
never been anything like
Nothing
Sense.
like it.
You make
like
more of
nothing's
those.
like
I feel
in
like
sense.
that's repeatable. You could make Portal. You know what? I have a great idea. You ready? Portal 3.
Whoa.
Want to hear an
Right.
even better idea? Portal 4.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep going.
Yeah. So she's gonna get done with those soon, and then it's gonna be sad because she's gonna be like, "What's next?" She's like, "Are there like Portal books that I can read?" I'm like,
Nope.
not a thing. Nobody
Nope.
went anywhere with any of this.
Nope. It's like it's an oddly dead franchise for something that is so good and magical and holds up. I told you, my son plays both of them every year. Every year he just goes back.
They're still
like,
great. Like
yeah.
I like watching it and like her play it and figure it out.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, I'm not gonna tell you how to do this. You figure it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's, but nothing like, I know that there's games that are like in a similar genre, but they just don't capture that same
No.
storytelling aspect of it.
Nope.
Like you can do the puzzles all day long, but if it doesn't have that
It doesn't have
that
Cave
hook,
Johnson. What's
right?
the
If it doesn't
point?
have Cave Johnson and Wheatley and Gladys,
Right.
then what are we doing? Like, why did those people just like go away? And
It was so popular.
Nobody's right.
It had a song and everything.
2 songs.
Good songs.
Right. Believe me, I've heard those songs
They
a
blew it.
lot here.
Bummer.
Yeah. I've been playing another puzzle-y type game though, Split Fiction.
how is
We
that?
got sent a code for that.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, Mrs. Shipwreck and I are playing through that because it's the co-op game. So I don't know, we're probably maybe like 3 hours into it, maybe 3 or 4 hours into it. It's good. I like it. It's very forgiving so far in that it's a very action oriented jumping and dodging things for the most part type of game. But like you kind of die and then respawn. As long as both of you don't die, you kind of respawn pretty quickly and you just keep on going about your way. So it's not super frustrating. But it also then I get to the point where I'm like, what am I like? Since I like super frustrating, it kind of like loses some of the charm of like, okay, I'm just kind of like going through the motions.
There's no risk.
A little bit. Right. There's no risk. But it is like the set pieces are good, like the variety. It's almost the type of game it's that the whole premise is like that it's you're in this machine at this company, and basically you've been put in the machine and they're trying to steal all of your IP that you have in your head, right? Like any story you've ever thought of,
Okay.
like is like this the premise of this, right? So and so that allows them to like constantly go like, oh, okay, here's the next level, we get to the end of this one, and then like here's a brand new like gameplay like and storyline. So like it starts out and you're swapping between these two different stories of like a medieval fantasy and like a sci-fi dystopian type of thing, and then it gets crazier from there of like the different kind of genres and gameplay that's there. So
Okay.
it's very well done.
All right. That's
Cool.
good.
Yeah, it's I like this far better than his previous games. But it's a similar type of, it's not as slow as No Way Out. Like it's definitely like action heavy.
All right.
People seem to
So-
really like it.
Yes, but it's good. It's a good game.
Awesome. I'm glad you are able to play it.
Yeah, and you can play it either co-op on the same screen, or we took advantage of the rolling carts and each have our own screen. But it does a thing like we should have played it. We should have started it on the big screen, because what it does is it splits it no matter what, if you're playing on two different screens or not, because in certain sections you need to see what the other person is doing. So even when you're playing it online, it's split screen.
Oh wow, okay.
For the majority of the time it's split screen. It does do things like when you're doing like boss battles and you're fighting, and gives like a more pulled back view, then you're both on one screen.
So has there been any yelling while playing this game yet?
No, like there's been Mrs. Shipwreck has yelled at the game, but not for anything that I've been doing.
Okay,
like
so no split friction.
No. It's just, so there's like some driving sections in certain areas, and like you don't get to choose who's driving. Like it's just like which character is supposed to be driving at that time. And she does not want to be driving ever. Like she just wants that to be my contribution.
Right. She's got shotgun.
Right. So it's really well done though. I think it's a very interesting game. Yep. You guys should play it. You can play it online. You guys could play it together.
I could play it with Mrs. GB, but she might not like it. It might be
I don't know that
much.
she's gonna. It's very action heavy, right?
Okay.
Like
Jumping,
you're like
platforming?
running and jumping, platforming, dodging. Like some of the boss battles are like bullet hell light type of stuff. But again, it's like very low. Like
stakes.
You could die a lot. Like
low
the
stakes
are
a lot of button pushing.
But you still have to press a lot of buttons. Yeah, you're not watching much. You're it's a game you're actively playing.
Yeah. I'll watch some videos, perhaps. All right. Shall we get to the CAG bag? Are we there? Pretty much CAG bag?
Yep.
All right. So let's see what we got here.